Yeah, very good morning to once again. So in this lecturer series, we are going to see the function definition and pointers. So previously we have seen what is meant by function and what are the advantages of the function. So and last we have seen one example for the function. So in this lecturer series, we are going to see with more examples. So these are all the points that we have discussed in the previous slides. Yeah. So this is an example program that we have seen in the last slide. I have already explained everything clear. Yeah. So in next we are going to see what are the two different type of functions. So one is library function, another one is a user defined function. So in this slide, we are going to see what is the difference between library and user defined function. For an example, a library function or the function which are declared in the C header file, such as scanf, printf, gets, puts. So these are all the library functions. The user-defined function are the functions which are created by the C programmer, which means that by ourselves. So, so that she can use it many times. It reduces the complexity of the big program and optimizes the code. Yeah. So what is meant by function call? So the function call statement invokes the function. When a function is invoked, the compiler jump to the called function to execute the statement that part of that function. Yeah, we are in our last example, we have created a one function. We have created a function definition separately. So inside the main function, we can call that function. So the control is automatically come to that sub function. They execute all the statement inside the sub function, then again back to the main function. Yeah, these are all the different types of function calls. So we'll see one by. In general, it can be categorized into four types. So we'll see one by one. Yeah, first one, function without argument and return value. Yeah, see this program. Inside the main function, we have two statements. One is ordinary printf statement. Another one is a function. The function name is print name. So whenever the compiler see that line, it automatically comes to the subfunction that is void print name. Again, inside that subfunction, we have created a one single point, one simple line that is again the printf statements. So in this program, there is no return values. So we cannot use any arguments inside the functions. So this is called as a without argument and return value, which means that the subfunction does not have any arguments. Similarly, the subfunction return any values. So this is called as a without argument and return value. Yeah. Next, we are going to see function without argument but with return value. Yeah. With an example, we can easily understand. This is a very simple program for addition of two numbers. So the program start with an header file, the function prototype. Then inside the main function, we declared a one variable named as a result. Then printf statement followed. Then next one is a result equal to sum. That is the function call. So whenever the compiler see that line, the control is automatically come to the subfunction. So inside the subfunction, we declare again two variables, that is a and b. We can get the two values from the users and perform the addition operation and return the result to the main function. So now the value of a and b added and the result is stored in the variable result. The next line is the printf statement. So it simply display the result to the users. So here the sum function doesn't have any arguments, but in a subfunction it returns the value to the main function. So that's why it is called as a without arguments and with return values. Yeah, next we are going to see with argument and without return value. See this program, the same addition of two numbers. Once you understand the difference between all these four, you can write it any program. You can write your own example. These are all very simple concept. Here inside the main function, we declared three variables. We can get the two numbers from the users, and we defined a function sum equal to ab. The control automatically comes to the subfunction. the a and b value is passed to again it is passed, then the result is automatically displayed here. We cannot return any value to the main function. So the printf statement doesn't return any value, which means that the sum function inside the sub function, here the name is called as a sum, it doesn't return any values. But it has, the function has some arguments, but a and b, but it doesn't return any value to the main function. So that is why it is called as a without return value, with argument and without return value. And the last, we are going to see the function with argument and with return value. Very simple one. Again, we perform a simple addition operation. Inside the main function, we declare three variables. We can get the values from the users, and we can call the function. The control is automatically come to the sub function. The value of a and b again passed to the parameters. Then we can perform the addition operation in the sub function and return the values. So here the sub function, which means the user defined function, have an arguments, and also the sub function return the value to the main function. So that is why it is called as a function with arguments and with return values. So these are all the four important categories of the user defined functions. So that's all about. If you have any doubt, you can comment on the comment section. Thank you.